Welcome to the jungle. Sure. 32 weeks left, my goodness. It's a lot of playtime.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present this first step on the season-long race.
Let me get some.
The FedEx
Oh.
Cup. From La Quinta, California,
I don't like how that
and
looks.
PGA West. It's the opening round of the first tournament of the new year, the
Bro,
American Express. Well, it's been a long off season. Everyone here looking to get their new year off on the right foot. What better place to do it than right here in La Quinta as we see what's going on here in round one. We've got a tie for the lead at 1 under par. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. Frank, this is our golfer's first ever
control
tournament
freaks.
as a professional on the PGA Tour. Now, you played a number of years on the European Tour before coming stateside, but take me back. What do you remember about your professional debut?
It's huge, Rich. I can remember it like yesterday. I was 19, and just how nervous you get. I was lucky enough that I had some friends that were professional golfers, and they took me aside, and they said, listen, you got 2 arms, you got 2 legs. You're just like everybody else in the field. Don't give in to them. The nerves, too. You know, you feel like you're in somebody else's body, but they said the other bit of advice I got, nerves mean you care. So don't ever want to play without them. So great advice too. And this is a moment that they will always remember. Your debut on the PGA Tour.
No, dude.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by.
Turn. You're not turning.
You got it there, but not.
This is a bogey.
That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. He's going to fall back now to 1 over par. You know, Frank, this is a great setting for kicking off the new season. This Palm Springs area weather is almost ideal every single year. It's kind of like golf in a dome. So what's the secret to being successful on desert courses like this? Because we've seen some really low scores through the years.
Rich, you nailed it. Dome-like conditions means everybody's going to go low. You're not really worrying about cross breezes. Plus, add that in.
Honestly, it's probably better than I thought.
Flat track. That means there's no elevation changes really to consider. Green's also relatively flat, so get that ball on the putting surface. Greens aren't overly quick, but really anything inside 20 feet, you're going to have a good look at it. And don't keep looking at that leaderboard, because if you think you're going to make birdies, everybody else is doing the same thing. Pedal to the metal.
Oh, come on.
Normally they stick a tee on one end and a flag on the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmail. That is a big mistake.
Oh, no.
We turn to Bogey the third for this look at birdie.
And this has a pretty clear right to left birdie to it. Players gotta recognize this.
It's a par 5.
This is one that guys leave short quite a bit. Just like that.
Guess it is par 5.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay at 1 over. This is a monster par 3, the 6th hole, at 255 yards. On top of it, you're looking at water on the right. The good news is, if that's just a little too much for you to take on, there is a bailout area on the left if you'd rather play it safe.
Line it up. Line it up. Stop moving. What are we doing? Quit it.
Now a second to this par 3.
Dude, not pitching that. Texas wedge. All right, guy. For par.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. We head now to the 346-yard par 4 7th with water down the right side. Accuracy off the tee is the key. Fairway wood or a long iron might be the play here. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second.
Oh! I definitely had front spin on that, but okay.
Not the spot to be.
It's fine.
Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. This is one where you can just air it out, as they like to say on tour. Let the big dog eat here. Par 5/8 is 559 yards. There is no water like we've had on the 3 previous holes. Lots of sand here, but this one, tee it high, let it fly, and go chase it.
All day, baby. Oh, crush it. Crush it. Send it. Airmail. Here we go. I bet it's not even like close to perfect. Oh, never mind. Airmailed.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
A little 3-iron. Little 3-iron, roll it up on the green. Okay, 4-iron. Oh, come on. I edited. I did the thing. What are you talking about, dude?
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Distance control a factor there. That is out of the sand, but right into the rough.
Yo, what?
And we could be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so
It's for
good.
par, though.
Where was that going?
My goodness.
It's a bogey here at number 8. And
That's all we want to
back
hear.
2 over par. Finishing up on the front side here at PGA West. With
I wish this game gave you money instead of experience, so you could feel like you're winning your tournaments.
To the left side off the tee.
Oh, we're sending it. Airmail, here I come. Whoa. Alright, fine. Airmail, baby. Come on.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now note his second from the fairway.
Looking great here. 111 left to the hole. Pin in the right front.
I think we can do it. I wanna go with you. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Going straight down into the heavy rough.
What's not fine is hitting a ball like that.
If it just goes a little more, you never know.
What a save!
Chip it in, though.
His trouble all the way through, but that one in the hole from off the green to somehow salvage a par. Amazing. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank.
He did not get negative. He did not do -3 all by himself.
Take the standing at.
My AI is way better than me.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sunny La Quinta, California, live second-round coverage of the opening tournament on the tour schedule, the American Express. What a great time of year to be here in La Quinta. If you come in July, expect temperatures north of 110 degrees. But now,
Oh, send it, airmail. Airmail.
as we check our day 2 leaderboard. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He's at 9
Oh, that's
under.
beautiful.
Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. So this, the second round of the American Express, our featured golfer we're following here, really turned some heads in that first ever round on the PGA Tour yesterday. What'd you see?
I just saw a complete player, Rich. I know the golf course yields itself to low scores, but take that aside. When you drive the ball well, hit iron shots like that, knock a few putts in, you're going to turn a few heads. And every season, as you know, Rich,
Stop it.
looking for a new name. Might have just found one.
I hope this was a par 5 because that was kind of beautiful.
So one round in the books for our featured golfer as a professional, and it was subpar. Nota Bogey III was out on the grounds following the action.
Ooh, lip it in.
Takeaways from what looked to be a really solid first round.
Well, subpar meaning in the red versus below average, and I really liked what I saw. There were some nerves early in the round, but this player was able to settle down, get into their game, start to execute at a high level, and really came out with a very nice start.
Push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the heart of the fairway, 180 yards in.
Get the max spin rolling here. It's fine.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Oh! Getting really good at this.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15.
This dude had 3 birdies in a row. Yeah. The AI is way better than I could ever be.
A good par 5 here, the 16th at 600 yards. If you're able to avoid the bunker on the left side of that fairway, you'll have a good chance to get up either on the green or near the green. What you want to avoid, obviously, is that enormous bunker up by the green. If you do end up in there, you may have a problem getting out. The PGA Tour season kicking off here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. And we're back at it next week. Frank will make the 2-hour drive down to La Jolla and Torrey Pines outside of San Diego for the Farmers Insurance Open. Just such a good time of year, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. It's just stunning. I mean, rain, hail, or shine, this is just a beautiful part of the world. If you don't like...
oh, that's a good stroke right there.
Coastline, I mean, there's something...
I don't know how I don't have, you know, more than 1% power, but it's fine. Oh my god, dude. Chill down on the roids.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You'd be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
My dude's got roid rage.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
For the birdie.
A birdie here at 16. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. Arriving now at Alcatraz, the famous 17th hole at PGA West. Island green, reminiscent of Sawgrass, 168-yard par 3. It is most definitely a knee knocker.
Oh no.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. This will be a 14-foot
right,
putt.
left, right. So that's where I'm going. I'm going there. Oh, let me just hit it with my purse. I had the line.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he's going to stay 2 back. We finish up our round at PGA West at the 439-yard par 4 18. Key here, avoiding the water running down the left side of the fairway. It is best to favor the right side, but you have to avoid the bunkers there as well.
What am I doing? What was that?
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
121 yards is the number we're looking at. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realise if you just miss it the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
Go! Go!
So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And so after the opening round at 69, one better here. It's a 68.
We're all tied for fourth.
So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely. Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the stadium course at PGA West, live coverage coming your way of round 3 of the season opening event, the American Express. You know, for many years, this was Bob Hope's tournament. He, of course, a great entertainer, and we're in for an entertaining weekend of golf. As you look at the leaderboard on this Saturday, the leader is John Huh. He sits at 10 under par. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. Frank, our golfer here, as we've been mentioning this week, making their debut on the PGA Tour. I'll tell you what, it has been pretty impressive to this point. What do you think?
I certainly think so, Rich. You know, you start the week off with that sort of list, shopping list. Make the cut, tick that. In contention, tick that. Tomorrow, we're all going to be talking.
Oh, no! Glad it's a par 3, though.
Good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. All right, let's see what you have in the bag. Let's see what you have inside. This one is 535 yards. It's par 5. It's nicknamed Double Trouble. You think you have 314 yards of carry? That's what it takes to clear that water.
I got 314 yards of carry. Look at that.
Work this up that left-hand side.
Okay, maybe I don't have 314, but we still
I want to bring a note of Bogey, the third, 4-time winner on the PGA Tour. Notice I've been following the action so far this week, and this is really impressive. Not only has our featured player made the cut, Noda, but they're entering the weekend with a chance to be in contention. What would this do for a young golfer?
Well, veterans on the PGA Tour.
Oh, let's talk about that real quick.
Learn it very quickly that the third round is moving day, and you can move one of 2 ways. You can continue to move up, or if you make some mistakes and don't execute, you can move down. Players got to continue to focus on what's gotten them to this point, which is working.
And not just working, but who knows, maybe winning their first
birdie.
professional
Oh,
start.
sorry.
In watching our players,
we're in first place now.
Rounds, what specifically has stood out to you?
Well, the fact of the matter is that players that show up on the PGA Tour nowadays show up so much more well prepared to win early. They get a lot of experience at the collegiate level, at the developmental tours like the Korn Ferry Tour, so they come into these situations with much more experience and a level of expertise that gives them that incentive to go out there and get it done.
Ooh, stop. Rough life, whatever.
Sometimes it's tough to get the ball to stop on a long par 3 like this, and that one hit the green and kept on going.
No! So close.
Oh, yeah. This is a big green and a long hole, so it is not easy to get one close. That is a great shot here at 6.
It's all right. Par it out.
That in for his par. And he's going to remain at 10 under.
Yeah, how'd that guy pass me in hole count? That's weird.
6 yards, but there is trouble down the right side with the water, so you need to be straight here. And it might be a good idea to pull out the fairway wood or even a long iron just to keep it in play. Give yourself a chance at making birdie. And that will do just fine. Should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second. This one's looking good.
Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. And it's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
In the cup,
yes,
though.
Runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he'll move to 11 under par. Up next, the 559-yard par 5 8th, where we get a little break from the water found on the previous 3 holes, but there's plenty of sand to make up for it. Good driving hole. Let it rip.
He wants to see me rip it and stick it. Oh, God. Getting too cocky.
Way right.
I play that.
And that ball definitely slowed up a bit. It'll wind up coming down in the heavy rough.
Good little recovery shot, though.
Came out as well as it did.
Certainly, Rich. This hole at one stage looked very problematic, but now, back in the fairway, you never know.
Oh, is this a par 4?
Nobody's really going to be happy after that shot, squandering
Oh,
a
thank
really
goodness.
good opportunity of making birdie at this par 5.
Oh, it's so close.
No, just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace.
One shot off pace.
I mean, this has been a captivating tournament so far.
Oh.
And our featured golfer, just a shot back heading into Sunday's final round. It's going to be exciting, Frank.
Certainly will be, Rich. One of the greatest players of all time, Ben Hogan, used to say, and I don't know why, I would rather be one behind than one in front.
Final round coverage of the American Express comes your way tomorrow, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific.
Come on. Come on. You only get 75 points for an eagle? What a joke. What is this pro pass stuff? How many days left? 29 days? That's... I think it's enough. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what any of this stuff is. So I was supposed to claim all this stuff as I did it, huh? Alright, I got it all, I think. Oh. Ooh, we just need one more eagle for that one. Da-da-da-da-da-da, wow. Hello? Hold on. What's up? Button.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sun-kissed La Quinta, California, live final round coverage of the season opening event on the PGA Tour, the American Express. Sunday in Coachella Valley, all these golfers in search of that first title of the new season. It'll be handed out later today as we look at the leaderboard for this final round. Keegan Bradley is on top. He's at 15 under. We'll head out to the action at the par 3, 13. So here we are, Frank, beautiful La Quinta, California. Let me tell you, after being in Connecticut for the winter, this is something else, but we shift the focus to our featured golfer. They've been something else too, in contention for a good finish in their first ever PGA Tour event.
Has to have exceeded expectations, Rich. The goal at the start of the week, 4 solid rounds. See how you fit in here. Well, on the precipice of doing that, pat yourself on the back. This is the start of what should be a very good career.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he'll fall back down to 11 under. Once again, at PGA West, we're looking at a hole that's not overly long. It'll tempt you, 389 yards. The key, keep it away from that bunker on the right side of the fairway. So you're favoring the left. If you get it where you're supposed to, then you can access the whole location. Birdie's a good possibility here. This up the right side off the tee. Yeah, for a short hole, sometimes driver can be too much, and that one races right through this 14 fairway. Well, I have to admit, those of us who cover the game, and I've been doing this a long time, didn't figure that our featured golfer in their first ever PGA Tour start as a professional had a great chance of winning. But this has been a sensational weekend to this point. Nota Bogey III is with us, and Nota, I think you would agree that what we've seen so far has just been off the charts. What do you think from this point?
Well, when a golfer comes into their first event and they play well enough to have the possibility of putting themselves in the top 10, gets them in a frame of mind that they can do exceptional things moving forward. So not only is the paycheck nice, but the confidence that goes along with a few extra zeros on that paycheck really builds momentum headed into the big part of the season.
As we arrive at 15 and head back toward the clubhouse, we come to the hole they call Turning Home, a 468-yard par 4, and the second hardest hole at PGA West. Have to be straight off the tee, as there are bunkers on both sides of the fairway. Oh no, lost that one dead right. No fairway here, this one in that rough. See what he can do with this one, his second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
Let's bring in Nota Bogey III for a look at birdie.
And a really tricky look here. Tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and just let it drift its way back to the hole.
Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par, and he'll remain at -12. We now come to the 600-yard par 5 16th. Avoid the bunker on the left side of the fairway off the tee, and beware of the massive greenside bunker on your approach. Once in there, it's a chore to get out.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game. This is a tough hole today. And just inside 10 feet after that short shot, so still working very hard to make par.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Okay, in for a bogey at 16. That's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Well, you know when a hole is nicknamed Alcatraz, it is oftentimes not the most pleasant experience. The 17th hole's only 168 yards, but we're looking at an island green, and we're looking at all sorts of trouble, and we're looking at the pressure ratcheting up late in the round. This one has your attention, and on this shot, you need to be almost perfect. That one going to wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. 5 feet now for birdie. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Finishing up here at PGA West with a 439-yard par 4 18th. Yet again, we're trying to avoid the water. That runs down the left side of the fairway. If you keep it down the right side, well, then you'll have a chance to maybe get out of here. Finish up the round with a birdie 3. That is a great number on this finishing hole. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
He's in a good spot, 126 yards left to the flag. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Oh, boy, not on your last putt of the round. That is cruel. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he'll fall to 10 under par. So far, featured golfer Frank in the mix much of the week. It'll be a top 10 finish, but maybe a chance to rue a few missed opportunities.
Depends how you look at it. I agree with you. Definitely some missed opportunities, but there's enough good there. So how do they show up next time, though? I think that's the key.
So a great round. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From a stunning setting, Torrey Pines Golf Course in Southern California, it's opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Situated high on the cliffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, what a golf course, Torrey Pines, and what a weekend we should have in store as we look at the leaderboard here in round one. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Let's get the thoughts now of four-time PGA Tour winner Nota Bogey III. Nota, our featured golfer, has to be brimming with confidence after that opening tournament.
And why not? You go out and you pick up your first top 10 on the PGA Tour. You secure a nice paycheck, but you also get a clear understanding of just what it's going to take to be successful at this level, and that, without question, is what you build on.
We're here at Torrey Pines, just north of San Diego. Our featured golfer, whom we followed last week in the desert, put on quite a show in that PGA Tour debut. Spot up near the top of that final leaderboard. Didn't turn out to be a win, but, Frank, there had to be a lot of positives to take from week one.
There certainly was, Rich. Top 10. That means you're no slouch. You belong on the PGA Tour. But I just want to say, hold your horses at the moment. I really want to see how this week turns out. The reason why, last week, that was a flat track. This week, you have a bona fide US Open golf course in Torrey Pines. You know, over 7,500 yards, mean and tough. Cold conditions this time of the year. If there's a top 10 as well this week, well then, yeah, I'm a believer.
That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. He is very quickly down to 2 over par. We're here, of course, at Torrey Pines, the South Course. Long history of this event in San Diego, dating back to 1952. It's been here at Torrey since 1968. A lot of great winners. Frank, you've played the course a number of times. Overall, what are the things that a young golfer like this needs to keep in mind this week?
You have to remind yourself it's just a plain, hard, straight-up golf course. And plus, it's going to play every inch of its length because of the marine layer that often comes in. So you have that very dense air. We're obviously at sea level. And plus the Poana greens. You're going to miss the odd short putt. You can't let that get to you. You look around the leaderboard, you don't see the same 60-nothings that we saw the week before.
That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. Good stuff, though. It is for a bogey 4. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. Well, this is a strong par 5 to close out this front side. It measures 615 yards. Obviously, it's going to be reachable into by only the longest hitters. But still, if you play it the right way, drive in the fairway, the appropriate layup, you can make a birdie. And that one too close to the edge, and it's going to wind up falling into the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. Is second to the par 5.
A little unlucky in that fairway bunker. Really not much you can do. Just get it out. And this is now a long hole.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. This from 7 feet. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. We start the backside at Torrey Pines with the 454-yard par 4 ninth. This one not as daunting as some others here with a good tee shot. Birdie definitely a possibility. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker.
As soon as the ball went in the bunker, that's where the problems start. Nothing more you can do, just advance it out and hope the next one gets in close.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down. But I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And he'll fall back now to 5 over par. So one round in the books. Frank, how would you assess what you saw from this golf course?
I think the golf course was the star, Rich. Really, there's enough good holes out there, some strong par 4s to...
From scenic Lighthouse Point here on the rugged coast of Maine, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. With Frank Navalo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green. Rich, I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot. How about the read there? Nothing easy about that one, but bottom of the barrel, that's an excellent par save. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Okay, well done there. A couple of pars to get the round underway. Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Point. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole. And it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff, because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Fourth hole. And looking for a quality start. It's 411 yards and a par 4.
No fairway bunkers or bunkers really to contend with here. Cliffs to the left and also water on that side. But one of the wider fairways on this front side made up for by a very small green.
That's up the left side.
What a way to feel. Eagle on the previous hole, just swinging easy and just stripes another one. You playing with house money?
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Bogey the third.
Well, he's looking at 138 yards to the front, 147 to the hole. Ball on a slight upslope, which should send it just a little bit higher in flight.
Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Oh, it doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that. Well done. That is a birdie from off the green. Now the fifth hole, par 4, 481 yards.
Find the fairway, and it's a fairly generous one, and you should have a shot where you want a nice lofted one over that front bunker to land softly on the green.
And a big mistake in an otherwise sterling round, as that ball, I believe, is going to be declared OB. to just pick up and move on to the next hole. Par 3 6th is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
Okay, that one's dancing. 15 feet away. Oh, yes, very well read. Choose 1 under now for the day. 7th hole at Lighthouse Point is only 370 yards, Frank. Are you happy if you walk out of here with anything other than birdie?
If you hit the fairway, you definitely should be looking at birdie, but the biggest problem here is to decide, Rich, what club to hit off the tee. You could hit a multitude of clubs here. Further up you go, the narrower this fairway gets.
I thought maybe that ball could get through, but instead it's down into the heavy stuff. Yeah, well, that'll end the run of birdies, but it is a good save, a par right there. Getting set at the 8th hole, it's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, only had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle. And the green itself, actually, is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
There's a good illustration of the dangers of not getting on the right tier of these greens. That one rolled back quite a ways. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Okay, good putt there, but it is a bogey, and it's back to level par here on this front side. Now to the par 5 9th, Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach a par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Good second shot, that last bounce. A little unlucky, but still that third shot sits up rather nicely into this par 5.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Now this for birdie.
From my vantage point, I don't see a whole lot of break. He should have a good run at this one.
No. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Frank, you think about the great designers, Pete Dye, Alistair McKenzie, and Christian Brand is certainly in that conversation. They like to play mind games with you, and you're playing with people's heads when you look at that number on the card versus the 10th hole.
Yeah, 10th hole, which is par 4, plays a lot longer than 11, but this is it's a very clever hole. It's called what we call a tweener. It's in between a 4 and a 5. So if you walk away with here with 5, you feel like you've lost something. Walk away with 4, you feel like you've gained something. So the great par 5s are often reachable. 11, that's one of them.
And this one's only 530 yards as a par 5, and remember 10 was a par 4 at 592. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Okay, looking for that breakthrough to get in the red figures, but just a par there as he'll remain right where he started at even. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it. Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that greenside bunker, but that is very doable.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage, that hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections. to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion. I guess it got the 90% air bit. That ball actually went through that tree.
Just 90 yards remaining here for his second into the par 4. Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Nope, that is not much of an improvement. Got to fully commit to this one as he'll try again. Okay, not too bad there. Not in gimme range, but a good chance to possibly walk away only down a stroke. Okay, one putt is all it takes out of the bunker, but the damage done before that as he will walk off with a bogey. Now to the 13th hole, and Frank, this could make you quake in your soft spikes. 702 yards? At par 5, it might should be a par 6 or a 7.
Well, I think a few people will make 6 or 7 here. You're right. This is a rarity in golf, 700 yards. So forget about any thought of even getting close to this par 5 and 2. Plus, just to add insult to injury, the 2 bunkers off the tee are perfectly placed. They're about 298 yards, smack bang in the middle of that. I doubt you can get past those, but you need a good drive, really, to try and leave yourself a short third shot.
Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par.
You'd think he'd be good at bunker shots. He's been in so many today.
Might want to take a shovel with him. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Yep, not a lot of movement there. He's able to walk that one in to save his par. Rich Lerner back at Lighthouse Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity.
That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. A back right hole location here as he gets set for his second to the par 4.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
That one just going to sneak on by. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. We begin the finishing stretch here at Lighthouse Point with the downhill 241-yard par 3 16th, bunker in the back, but open access to the pin. Otherwise, fun hole here. So that one off target, knocked down a bit by that tree, and that'll make things difficult from there. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
Just 5 feet left. Safely in there, but over par now for the round at +1. 17th hole is another par 5 over 600 yards. You get a terrific view of Juniata Crossway Bridge just ahead. And frankly, if you jump over that bridge, you can get a dynamite lobster roll at Nielsen's Lobster Shack. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Oh, it's one of the best.
It just adds to sort of the charm of this area. But what a hole this is.
S-shaped par 5. You can see it bending to the right off the tee, and then the hole starts to go the other way. With magnificent view of the bridge you're just referring to. Reachable for the longest hitters, but once again, avoid the bunkers, and they're all down the right side.
I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. We need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. You got to think 2 putts will work out fine from here, but this is a long look for birdie. That one just lacking a little bit of pace, but not bad at all from there. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Frank, it's been quite a journey to this point, but here we are, the 18th hole at Lighthouse Point.
It looks like a dogleg left, or it should play like a dogleg left. You might stand on that tee and think that you can take the direct line.
You can't get there from here, can you?
Good old Maine terminology there. So the goal really is to...
And I don't think that ball is going to wind up being playable. That area is considered out of bounds. Yeah, much better there. No questioning whether this is inbounds. It is right there in the fairway.
Challenging shot now from 180 yards.
That one was running so high. Just about 5-6 feet. You hate to have to grind for double bogey, but Frank, he better grind.
Yeah, I started the hole off poorly and real struggle here to finish.
There's a good putt, but it's a double bogey 6 here at the last.